Much for attending. I'd like to open this first ordinary meeting of council, which is a continuation of the meeting that was adjourned on the 11th of November. On the 5th of November. So welcome to the members of the public. I'd like to ask Councillor Ruka to open the meeting with a karakia, please.
Thank you, Worship. Morning, everyone. Good to see you all. Open us up with karakia. Good to see you. Morena. Mino e tātou. Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai, e hia ki ana te atakura, he teo, he huka, he hauhu, tihei, mauri ora. Kia ora, everyone.
Thank you, Councillor Ruka. Before we get into the business of the meeting, there are two matters that I would like us to observe and honour. The first one is the passing of a very distinguished former councillor, Whangarei District, and the second is of national significance in the fact that it is Armistice Day today. I'd like us to stand and just have a moment's silence to honour both of those, please. Thank you. Please be seated. The first order of business is the swearing in of the two councillors who were absent for the swearing in ceremony. Could I please ask Councillor Ruka to come up to the podium, please, and we will commence with his swearing in. Thank you.
Where's the other one? I'll just read it. Kua hau ko Phoenix anaru wārehi roka, e o te ana ka ngākau pono, ka ngākau tapatahi a hau, mā te mātika o oku pūkenga me aku whakatau. Ka whakatutuki, ka kaue hoki mō te painga o te rohe o Whangarei, i ngā mana, i ngā maru me ngā haipapa, kua whakawhiwhia mai, kua tukuna rānei ki au, hei mema mō te kaunihera ārohe o Whangarei, ki tā te ture kāwanatanga ārohe rua mano mārua, ki tā te turi kāwanatanga ārohe mō te pārongo, whaimana, me ngā hui tahi mano iwarau waru te kau mā whitu, ki wā ngā ture hiano, ki Whangarei tēnei te rā tuarima o noima. Oh, that's the signing thing. I, Phoenix anaru wārehi ruka, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of Whangarei District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Whangarei District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act.
Thank you very much, Phoenix. I'd now like to ask Councillor Jovic, please, to come forward and complete his swearing in. Councillor Paul Jovic, as opposed to Matt, who's already done it.
Thank you, Ken. I, Paul Matthew Walter-Jovic, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of Whangarei District the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Whangarei District Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act.
Thank you very much, Councillor Pauliovich. Okay. Thank you all very much. I just welcome the members of the public who have just arrived. Good to see you, as always. Please observe our rules. You know what they are by now. You've been here often enough. Thank you. I will now move on to apologies. We have a notice of an early departure from Councillor Jovich, perhaps, if that's required. Can I have someone move that early notice of departure be accepted? Councillor Mackenzie and seconded Councillor Olsen. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you very much. We have no public forum speakers today, so we'll move on to item 7.1 on page 7 of the agenda. Do we have anyone who wishes to move that motion? In a departure from previous council practice, we will not be reading the motions. They are on the screen behind me. Does anyone wish to move that? Thank you, Councillor Jovich. Seconded. Councillor Harding. Thank you. Do you wish to speak to that, Councillor Jovich? No. Would anyone else wish to speak to that? It's very straightforward. No. That being the case, write a reply. No, Councillor Jovich. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you very much. We will move on to information reports. Page 15. Thank you very much. I will move this motion. Do I have a seconder, please? Councillor Connop. Thank you. It is very self-explanatory. I've expressed my confidence in Councillor Mackenzie as a Deputy Mayor and have made that appointment. Does anyone else wish to speak? Thank you. That being the case, you do, Councillor Connop. Thank you.
No, after working with Councillor Mackenzie last term, he's really onto it, and I support your view to put him as Deputy Mayor this term.
Thank you very much. If there are no other comments, thank you. I will put that motion that the council notes this appointment. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Would you like that noted? Carried.
Excuse me, Mayor, just a point of clarification. In terms of the proceedings of the meetings, this is YouTubed out, and with us not reading the resolutions, where does that, does the public actually see the resolutions? And in terms of clarity on that, and are we actually
yes,
within?
The resolutions are online as well, so people can see what's going on.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. We move now to item 8.2. Thank you. The committee structure for the 25-28 term. The motion is above me there. Does anyone wish to move this? Councillor Mackenzie, seconded Councillor Harding. Would you like to speak to this, Councillor Mackenzie? No. Does anyone wish to speak to this? Very good. It's been moved and seconded. Write a reply. No. Thank you. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Would you like it noted, Councillor Reid? Carried. Move to page 25, item 8.3 on the agenda. Decisions made under temporary delegation during the election period. Do I have anyone that wishes to move this motion? Councillor Reid?
Yes, thank you.
And do I have a seconder? I will second that. Councillor Reid, would you like to speak to the motion?
Just very briefly, thank you, Your Worship. There were some items that came through that would normally have come back to council, but because we were in that electioneering phase, they had to be signed off to keep the wheels in motion, so to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. I noticed that you did sign that off. Thank you. One of those, Councillor Reid. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak? Thank you very much. In that case, I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Anybody against? Carried. Thank you. Decision reports, page 47, item 9.1. Council meeting scheduled for 25/28. Do I have anyone who wishes to move that motion? Councillor Reid, your light's on. Do you wish to move that? Thank you very much. Do we have a seconder? Councillor Mackenzie, thank you. Do you wish to speak to that, Councillor Reid?
Very briefly, Your Worship, it just gives us a clear plan of where we're headed for the next 3 years, meeting-wise. Thank you.
Councillor Harding.
E mihi ana kia koutou katoa. E mihi ana ki a koe e Councillor Ruka with karakia kia mātou. I just wanted to add a comment that I'm pleased to see that finance has got its own date and its own spot and not kind of added in at the end of all of the other, strategy, community and infrastructure. And I was a little bit concerned around Te Kārerea having the first Tuesday, but in actual fact, the big full and public meeting being the last Thursday of the month, so perhaps the most updated information could be relevant for the first Tuesday. So just adding a comment around those two things. Kia ora.
Thank you, giving us some context. Councillor Olsen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My just one concern is that meetings that are scheduled for a Monday or a Friday, which is normally supposed to be our council days, not in chambers, is there any chance that, because I see, and I'll just say that there's one scheduled for this Friday, we do have a private life. Is there any way that you could perhaps get a consensus from the councillors prior to actually scheduling them? Because on a Friday I actually do a lot of council work outside of chambers with community groups and things, and to have a committee meeting thrown at us at the last minute I don't feel is appropriate.
I think that's a very valid comment. Thank you, Councillor Olsen. When you get to the meeting on Friday, I think you will understand why it's being done that way, but I definitely concur with you that people do, one, have private lives, and two, if that private life is doing council work, all the better. So therefore, we will definitely try to keep those days free.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you. Any other comments? Great. In that case, I will put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. We now move to page 57, the elected member appointments for Northland Civil Defence. Do we have someone who wishes to move that motion as it's printed above me? We've got Councillor Harding moving, Councillor Reid seconding. Councillor Harding, do you wish to speak to that?
Thank you, Te Kuramatua. I just I support both yourself and Councillor Connett, who have quite a lot of engagement and interaction in the past with civil defence. So yeah, tautoko. Kia ora.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to make any comments on that? That being the case, I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you very much. Elected 9.3, page 129, elected member appointments to the Regional Transport Committee for the 2025. Do I have anyone who wishes to move that motion? Thank you, Councillor Mackenzie. I will second that. Do you wish to speak to that, Councillor Mackenzie?
Just briefly to say that this is obviously an important body, and I think the representation from Councillors Flower and Christie will be, they'll represent us very well in that forum, and look forward to hearing the feedback that they bring back into the chambers.
Okay, any other comments? No, that being the case, I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Councillor Reid, would you like that noted? Carried. Thank you. Moving on now to item 9.4, page 135, elected member appointments to the Joint Climate Change Adaptation Committee. Do we have anyone who wishes to move that? Thank you, Councillor Harding. I detect a bit of, not reluctance, but shyness perhaps amongst some of the councillors. I will second that. Do you wish to speak to that, Councillor Harding? Anyone else wish to speak to that? No right of reply, I'm assuming, Councillor Harding, so I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Item 9.5, elected member appointments to Regional Landfill Limited Partnership 2025, page 139. Do I have anyone who wishes to move that? Councillor Flower, thank you, and seconded Councillor Jovich. Do you wish to speak to that, Councillor Flower? No. Does anyone else wish to speak to that? No. In that case, I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you. Appointments to outside organisation, page 143. Do we have anyone who wishes to move that? Councillor Olsen wishes to move it. Councillor LaRocca will second that. Anyone wish to? Councillor Olsen, do you wish to speak to it?
No, but I do have a question, if I may.
Clarification, yes.
Thank you. I do not see on here the Kiwi North appointments, which needs sorting. That's just one of them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councillor, thank you. I will.
Which I may add, Councillor Reid and myself are currently the council appointed on those. So
Yes. Sorry. Emily, you would wish to answer that question?
Through the chair. Thank you, Mayor Cooper. So our understanding is that Kiwi North are currently reviewing their trust deed, and so we've delayed making appointments to that organisation until they finalise that, because the appointments made are because of the trust deed that they have. It's not that's how these organisations work. It's about their core document as to whether they have councillors appointed to their organisations or not. So that was our understanding and why they don't appear in this list.
Thank you. Councillor Reid.
Thank you, Worship. It's possibly a little bit of a misunderstanding. The council appointments ceased at the end of the term. And there will be ongoing input required or being requested via the trust deed. I feel if staff had actually considered this a little deeper and asked a couple of questions, we wouldn't be in this situation. We struggle to get trustees simply because there's quite an amount of time involved, and to get trustees of the right calibre or interest, prepared to give the time, is where we struggle. It's a fairly large beast up there and involves a number of smaller clubs, the museum, a heritage park, and so that the new councillors can get a better understanding of it, I actually would like to have a council visit, preferably on a Wednesday, when all the small affiliates are open, so that you can get an appreciation of the involvement. The issue we have is if we don't have 2 appointments from this meeting, we cannot form a trust deed, because we will not have a quorum in the next meeting, which is the 4th Wednesday of this month. So I just alert the council to the fact that we are probably needing to make an appointment. At the moment, I'm chair of the trust, but I do need to devote some time, so I will stay on as a board member, whether it's via council or not. But I will be resigning that chair of the board, so I can give a little bit more time to my actual ward. Thank you.
So before we move on to the other speakers, there's a couple of points I'd like to make. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the work that Councillor Olsen and Councillor Reid have done last term on that trust, and thank you for it. Secondly, I would like to note that the staff have talked this over with me, and these appointments have come from my office, so it is not a staff lack of application. More, it is a reflection on some of the questions that were coming through and the desire by the trust to look at their trust deed. But I take your points on board, Councillor Reid, but I just wanted to clear that up. Councillor Rooker.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop. I've noted it with you already, but I just wanted to bring it up, on the record about the Sport Northland Board as well, not having I just didn't see that in the agenda, and so wondering when that will pop up, or if it is coming back, if we will still appoint someone to the Sport Northland Board. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Noted. We will look into that. I'm sure we can tidy up the odd little thing as we go forward. Councillor Jovich.
A question, Your Worship. Why is there inconsistency that Whangarei Quarry Gardens and Trust and a few other organisations have an elected member, and then we have Kiwi North, and we are not choosing to elect a member?
The difference is that the elected member was the chair. He's since just informed us he's going to resign from that position. It was felt that there was potential for there to be a conflict of interest, and when we are looking with substantial grant from this council to have an elected member in the chair's position. There was also some other queries that they wanted to tidy up. We have wanted to give them some time to do that, and we're not saying we won't do it. It is more just a matter of timing.
Your Worship, in terms of governance, we are well aware of our conflicts of interest register and our declarations. So there is a due process that we spend millions with democracy. Couldn't the appropriate advice be provided to the elected member in that question in that case to actually step aside?
Yes, and there has been discussions, and they will be ongoing, but we'll get there. But thank you. I appreciate what you're saying.
In terms of the current trust deed, are you aware that it's the trustees that actually appoint the chair?
Yes, I believe you pointed that out in an email to me, Councillor Jovich. Thank you.
Your Worship, I'd like to propose an amendment that that we add an extra letter to this and the appointment of Kiwi North, that councillors Reid and Olsen be appointed in the interim until the trust, and obviously at a later stage that a motion can be passed to alter that. But I would propose an amendment that councillors Reid and Olsen be appointed in the interim to Kiwi North.
Thank you, Councillor Jovich. Understanding orders, it's normal to move an amendment straight away. However, in this instance, I understand what you're trying to achieve. I do not disagree with your motivation, so I will allow that amendment if you have a seconder. Is there a seconder? Councillor Flower, thank you. And do we wish to discuss it? That being the case, yes, we do. Councillor Olsen,
No, I've got a quick, no, it wasn't about this, it's about something else.
do you want to take your light off then, Councillor Harding?
So, sorry, just for clarification, Kiwi North have not requested, they're going through their own organisational changes, they want to update their own deed, and so have they indicated that they're not quite ready for this councillor representation yet?
That is the understanding that I have, yes.
But so now we're just going to come over the top of them and say, well, in actual fact, we want our interim councillors to still be present and involved in the update of their trust deed.
Point of order,
No,
Your Worship.
sorry.
Oh.
The amendment on the table is quite clear, appoints two people to the trust today if we do this. So that is quite clear. The Kiwi North have advised us that they perhaps would like some time. Is your point of order different from
Point of
that?
order is that we are not stepping over Kiwi North. The trust deed is a constitutional document and it is in place. It requires that 2 elected members be appointed. We are not doing anything illegal. So point of order in terms of
sorry, look,
just
I'm
for clarification.
I'm just going to call order to the meeting.
It's just
Sorry,
a query.
Councillor Harding, I've got the floor.
Sorry, thank you.
First of all, we've heard your point of order. No one is suggesting we're doing anything illegal. Councillor Harding, you're not suggesting we're doing anything illegal. If there's nothing further to add, then I think your point's been made.
Thank you. Go.
Okay. Now, are you on this topic?
Yes, I
Councillor?
am, Your Worship. Can I just point out, please, that without 2 more trustees, they cannot hold a meeting because they do not have a quorum.
I'm absolutely sure that they're aware of their trust deed as well. However, we have an amendment on the table. It has been put. We are following the process of democracy. So if there's no further comments, we will put that motion, that amendment. All those in favour of that amendment have been asked for division. Thank you. So please raise your right hands if you're in favour of that amendment.
Councillor Olsen, Councillor Martin, Councillor Mackenzie, Councillor Baker, Councillor Baldwin, Councillor Flower, Councillor Ruka, Councillor Matthew Jovich, Councillor Christie, Councillor Paul Jovich, and Mayor Cooper.
Thank you. So that now becomes a substantive motion.
Against?
Oh, sorry, against? Sorry. Thank you.
Councillor Harding.
And
Reid.
you'd like to abstain, and Councillor Connor abstaining. Thank you.
As a possible point of conflict, being the chair of that board still.
Well, I think you indicated you were going to resign in this meeting, and I think that's the basis on which people are maybe making their decision. So, thank you. So it's now a substantive motion. I will put that motion. We do not have discussion. All those in favour say aye. Those against? Carried. Thank you very much. Process working. So that moves us on to appointments to elected member remuneration.
Oh,
No, the motion's been put. Thank you. Page 157. As a neutral person in this decision, I will move this motion. Do we have a seconder? Councillor Reid. Is there any discussion on this topic? Councillor Jovich.
Sorry, not a discussion. I'm just looking through this. I've looked through it many times. The position of Councillor Rooker's appointment as chair
Yes.
It wasn't in the initial resolution at the front in terms of the chairs and everything, so, and I know that we're actually trying to give him a pay rise to somebody who hasn't actually been appointed, so where does Councillor Rooker actually get appointed?
I'll ask Nicolene, our democracy advisor, to just, there has been, she will explain. Thank you.
Through the chair, Councillor Jovic, have you seen the replacement page for page 19? So the memo that was attached in the initial agenda, subsequent to that, a replacement page 19 was distributed, in which we had, staff had forgotten the appointment of the Te Karere meeting, and it's in there.
Thank you very much. That is covered. Councillor Olsen.
Yes, I have a question. So I have been appointed as chair for this issues and updates. Where do I sit in this?
You are also appointed as a deputy chair,
Yeah.
and that is where you sit in the remuneration consequence.
So I'll be doing all this work as a chair, but only being remunerated as a deputy.
It is not a standing committee that you're chair of.
And yet you put a huge degree of, what's the word I'm looking for?
I think it's a very important job that you've been
Yes,
appointed
yeah,
to,
so-
but it does not carry the salary of a standing order chair. Okay. That being the case, Councillor Baldwin.
I just wanted to make a statement as a new councillor that I'm a little bit uneasy with walking into a position where I thought I was going to be paid a certain amount of money, and I now found that I've got a pay rise immediately. So just for the benefit of the public and the media, this issue is attracting quite a bit of attention. I have nothing against this remuneration document, but I just want the public to be aware of the enormous amount of work that now sits in front of us. I was not aware when I stepped into this position that there are something like 27 outside organisations and 10 committees, and far from thinking that it's something too big for us, I relish the opportunity, and I just don't want the public and the media to think that we are sitting here today, on one hand, addressing things like rates rises and affordability for the people out there, and yet accepting a pay rise. Thank you.
Your statement has been received. We have no control over the size of the pool that is allocated to us. It's merely how it's allocated out. So I think the public, that's another point the public should be aware of. It is all preordained.
Correct. Thank you very much.
So, Councillor Baker.
Mayor Cooper, point of clarification, is there an increase? I just wasn't clear when I was reading it. I can see the ratios that are allocated. I just can't see whether that's an increase from the prior term.
I will go to Emily, our democracy person, to answer that question.
Thank you, through the chair. Councillor, there was an increase in the remuneration pool as we moved from the 1st of July this year. The remuneration pool has stayed the same, and this is just the allocation within that. So just the way it works out, I think there is a very slight rise for elected members with no additional responsibilities. But it's based on the same remuneration pool that the previous council had for a number of months.
Thank you.
It's always a difficult topic and to some people quite distasteful. It is just what it is. So that being the end of that discussion, I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those against, carried. You'd like to be named again? Very good. We have come to the end of our first meeting. I wish to thank you all for the manner in which the meeting has been conducted. As a group, I think the public should know that we have resolved to operate our business in this chamber in a manner in which the public can have confidence in us and be proud of the way we work on behalf of the district. And that is a statement that I make to the public here today. So thank you. I will ask for a closing karakia.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop. Meno tātou, hikina ko te tapu, no tēnei wāhi o tēnei wānanga, kia maurua te māramatanga I roto I te whatu manua, kia pūrea, kia mauri nui, kia mauri roa, kia mauri tau, tihei, mauri ora.
Thank you. Just before we depart, I've been called a number of things today. Your Worship, Mayor Cooper, I do not wish to be called Your Worship. If you want to have a formal address, by all means, either Mayor Ken or Mayor Cooper, but otherwise I'm very happy with Ken. So thank you very much. I'll close the meeting.